The upcoming Golden Week celebration may actually have a few good choices for banner units. How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we're doing a little more speculation about the upcoming Aim for the Top Dokkan campaign. This will be the simultaneous Golden Week campaign on both JP and Global Dokkan. So in this video, we're going to do a little bit of speculation on what the upcoming banner units for the upcoming Dual Dokkan Fest may be. We know that whatever the Dual Dokkan Fest is, it is related to the World Tournament, and most of us have taken this to assume it's going to be the 23rd World Martial Arts Tournament. There's actually a few good picks we could look at that would really help out a couple of different teams that are severely limited that could use the help. So we're going to be using the World Tournament category as our jumping off point here, and that is because whoever ends up being the banner units will probably be on this category. They will not be on the Dragon Ball Saga, even though this is a Dragon Ball Saga story, the Piccolo Jr. Saga, the 23rd World Martial Arts Tournament. The way Dragon Ball Saga works in Dokkan is on JP Dokkan. This is actually Boyhood Saga, so it is only from the beginning of Dragon Ball up to the Demon King Piccolo fight. So it won't include anything from the 23rd World Martial Arts Tournament. Those characters will all be on the World Tournament category. So we can see we've actually already got quite a few characters in game on this category, right? From the 23rd World Martial Arts Tournament, we have the Goku right after the time skip. We'll just call him time skip Goku. We have the Chi-Chi. We actually have two Chi-Chis from this event, right? We actually have a Goku and Chi-Chi from the filler arc at the end of the saga, right? We have a Cyborg Tao. We don't have a Tien yet from the this fight. Although I guess technically you could count the SSR of the LR technically, right? He's not technically from the fight, and that's basically it. The other TNs we have are from the 22nd World Martial Arts Tournament. So I have a few ideas of who could fill in the role to help support the World Tournament category, because whoever the units end up being, I have a feeling one of their major supports is going to be for the World Tournament category. So starting up first, I think one of the biggest helps for a Goku unit and therefore Earthbred fighters is going to be a Krillin. I think he is going to be the #1 pick for banner unit. Yes, he's received quite a few banner units before, but specifically this outlines Goku and his friends, and it'll be a really big shame to have a campaign about Goku and his friends at the World Tournament and leave out his best friend Krillin. So I do feel like they're going to include him from his fight with Piccolo Jr., more than likely using this attack here, the Chasing Energy Bullet. Now, if they do end up doing this, it wasn't a very long attack. There's a few things they could do here with this attack. They could make it work a little bit like, if I can find my I think I've got him here. No, that's not him. Here it is. The Prime Battle Krillin. They could make it work like his Scattering Energy Wave, right? This is sort of like the next step up from the Chasing Energy Bullet. So it's possible that they could do something like that and give him an AoE type attack, which then also could have the chance of stunning. It can work very similar. And I think it's a possibility Krillin could be one of the units, because this guy on JP looks like is getting an easy A. Now, it remains to be seen if he's going to get an easy A on Global as well. More than likely not. But him getting an easy A may indicate that there's something related to Krillin inside the campaign. Remember, last year, Prime Battle Vegeta on JP did get his easy A, and we ended up getting a new Super Saiyan Vegeta during the campaign as well. So I mean, maybe it's a stretch to think the two were connected, but I mean, I'd like to believe that they are. So that's my first choice for a banner unit, a Krillin using the Chasing Energy Bullet from his fight with Piccolo Jr. If they end up not doing him, I would like to see a Ten Shenhan using, from his fight with Goku, using the multi-form technique. And I think he could work a lot. There's a lot they could do with this, right? Him using the solar flare as a stunning technique. They could do, just simple ki blast attack where he, I doubt it would be like an AoE or something, but it could play into like some type of guaranteed additional situation with it. But a Ten Shenhan from his fight with Goku using the multi-form technique, I think would be really cool. Just because it's, we haven't seen it yet in Dokkan. The only other technique we've seen him use in Dokkan, aside from the Kikoho from the Tech one and the Fizz one from Majin Buu Saga, is the Four Witches technique, which is one of the Dragon Ball Saga characters from the World Tournament banners, right? I mean, they could go this route, but I doubt it. I think they're probably going to stick on theme, and it'll be from the 23rd World Martial Arts Tournament, which will be the multi-form technique implemented somehow. Not sure how they'll do it, whether that plays into additionals or what, but I would like to see them. Either way, I believe both of these would be the super class banner units, so they'll be Goku's banner unit, right? And more than likely, I believe they will support the World Tournament category with an extra 10 or what is it usually, like 30%, and then an extra 20 for a second category. So I believe it'll be 30% to World Tournament and maybe an extra 20%, making them a 50% support for Earthbred Fighters, right? So anybody on World Tournament, Earthbred Fighters. I know that does make them limited in terms of their support, but I feel like they may be leaning into making World Tournament a viable category, which would be kind of cool. I mean, it's well deserved considering how long the category's been out without a proper leader. I think it's the second oldest category without a proper leader, next to Inhuman Deeds. I think it's older than Inhuman Deeds, if I'm remembering correctly. So it doesn't have a proper leader yet. So I feel like we may actually see that through this, and we may actually get some proper support for it. On the extreme side of things, though, that is where things get a little interesting, right? Because if we look at the World Tournament category for the extreme side, there's basically Piccolo and Mercenary Tao. That's it. And if you remember from the fight, right? Like if we pull up the the Piccolo Jr. saga and we scroll down, like there's no other extreme, there's no other real villains here, right? There's just Piccolo Jr. and Mercenary Tao. So for the extreme side of things on the Piccolo Jr. banner, I would say they have to go the Mercenary Tao route. That's basically the only option. Now for him, I don't think he'll support World Tournament. I think it'll be a little bit different. He may actually end up supporting Revenge, and he might just be a plain 40% support for Revenge category. Or, they may give him something like a Scouter effect or something, which would be really helpful for Piccolo's team, especially if you consider the way I built some of the World Tournament units in the previous concept video we did. So however they do him, I believe he is the highest likely candidate for a banner unit on Piccolo's banner, being that he's the only other villain from the arc besides Piccolo himself. Now, if they choose not to do a villain, the other option is Kami, right? We don't really have a good Kami, right? We have the one Kami from the World Tournament banner, and that is it. So, it's possible we could have a Kami banner unit. Now, he wouldn't be anything crazy in terms of attack and defense. What he would work like, I would imagine, is maybe something like Yajirobe or Chilai, where they aren't exactly powerful, but where they are good is in their ability to support the team through orb changing or Scouter effect, or him with his crazy support buff, and dodging gimmick, and maybe like a survive KO gimmick. I don't know if they'll go that route with Kami. That doesn't really make sense in terms of how he appeared in the anime, but anything is possible, but I do imagine they'll have something. I don't believe they'll do the Kami possessing Shin deal because, you know, we basically just got that card on the World Tournament banners, right? A new Shin with some relatively decent animations. So I doubt they would redo that animation into a banner unit. But, I mean, you never know. They could very well could do that. But that is my likely guesses for Piccolo's banner. Those are my two highly anticipated ones. I could be wrong, but I do believe that there aren't too many other choices. Now, that's pretty much it. They are limited, but they are the ones that make the most sense. I would really like to see a couple more of the techniques from... Where is it? Can I find it here? I doubt we'll see a Yamcha. Here we go. From the Goku and Tien fight, that's what I was looking for, right? It would be really, really neat to see this actually implemented later on as a Dokkan Fest. So I doubt it'll happen, but I would really like to see not necessarily Goku, but Tien himself implemented as a Dokkan Fest. Maybe from this fight, or maybe from like the Saiyan Saga or something, because he definitely deserves it. And it's a shame that, you know, more than likely characters like him and Krillin here are always going to be limited to banner units, but they do make the most sense in the case of the 23rd World Martial Arts Tournament. Now, I did want to throw out one last thing here, mostly for Piccolo here, because if they end up not going Kami or not going Mercenary Tao, who are the likely candidates, it's possible that they could go this route and have like a duo unit of Tambourine and Cymbal. Now, that would be more because of the Demon King Piccolo aspect, but it's possible that they could do this. We've seen banner units that make no sense and related to their actual banner character being released, like for example the Ice and Nova duo unit from the 8th anniversary. Like, they're not even on the category led by the GT duo unit, yet they are the banner unit, right? And they don't help him out at all, right? They need to be run on a Shadow Dragons Saga Extreme team, so it doesn't really make any sense. So it's entirely possible we could have a situation like that and have a duo Cymbal and Tambourine banner unit, which would more work with the Extreme Namekian with the Demon King Piccolo, and they might actually end up working with a Piccolo Jr. We'd have to see how they build them, but those are just my thoughts. That's kind of what I think is going to happen in terms of banner units. I think they are the likely candidates. I would like to see at least one of them be some kind of 50% support for World Tournament and Earthbred fighters, or, you know, they could just go way out of the way, since it's going to be a sort of a one-time only thing, and just make them a straight up 50% support with no extra condition. If they did that, it would definitely have to be a single category. So Earthbred fighters, I think, would be the best case scenario, but more than likely it would be World Tournament, would be my guess. But anyways, guys, that is the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let me know, who do you think are the likely candidates for the banner units to go along with a 23rd World Martial Arts Tournament Goku and Piccolo? Who would you like to see? Let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.